Lifestyle choices may help keep your brain and body healthy. I'm Jerry. I own Touching Hearts at Home. It's an in-home non-medical agency. The brain is a control center of the body. There are 100 billion nerve cells or neurons creating a branching network. Signals traveling through the brain form memories, thoughts, and feelings. And Alzheimer's disease destroys the brain cells, unfortunately. So if you know anything about Alzheimer's, the one thing you need to know is it is a type of dementia. There's 4 types of dementia, and Alzheimer's is just one of them. There's 3 other types of dementia, but we're just mainly talking about Alzheimer's tonight. Basically, your brain is this nice, supple, round object. And as Alzheimer's gets more and more prominent, the shrinking of the brain actually occurs and decreasing of those synapses and the cells in your brain. The functioning of the brain just decreases over time. The heart-brain connection, the heart and brain are interrelated. What you do to protect your heart can also help your brain continue to operate at its best. Recently, I actually was on social media, and I'm on a lot of things promoting health. And they say that if you have high blood pressure or any heart disease of any kind, and you don't exercise, you have much higher chance of having multiple diseases, including dementia and Alzheimer's. If you exercise, weights, as much walking as you can, your chance of that decreases quite substantially. So even if you have heart disease, continuing to exercise can really benefit you. The brain needs blood flow, so that's where that exercise comes in. The brain depends on oxygen and adequate blood flow to work well. 25% of the blood from every heartbeat goes to the brain. So if you've ever known anybody that has had a stroke, if they can catch that stroke, I've been a nurse for 26 years this year. If you can get to the hospital and get medicine within the first about 36 hours, if you have any stroke symptoms, you can reverse that stroke. It's pretty amazing. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. The things we're learning from medicine is pretty impressive. So Alzheimer's and dementia, we talked about dementia is like an umbrella. There's 4 types, and Alzheimer's is one of them. So dementia is caused by many different diseases and conditions. It is not a part of normal aging. A lot of times we think dementia is a part of normal aging. Alzheimer's is a part of normal aging. It is not. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia. Risks for Alzheimer's and dementia include age. We can't fix our age. Genetics, we can't fix that. If you've ever had a head injury in your life, the chance of you having dementia is a little higher. They call that a traumatic brain injury, TBI. And so if you ever had head hitting on your head, landed on your head, the chance of you getting dementia is a little higher. Cardiovascular factors. That's a big fancy word for heart disease. Cardiovascular, heart, vascular, breathing. Your lungs and your heart work really in concert and work well with each other. So if you have any disease in the lungs or the heart of any kind, that can increase your chance. And fewer years of formal education. We need to keep using our brain. Exactly. Therapies for Alzheimer's can treat symptoms for a time, but they cannot cure, prevent, or even slow the disease progression. I'm going to switch gears to Parkinson's disease. Currently, I have a client who is really moving forward in trying to keep active with his Parkinson's. He's had it for over 7 years. He's had a heart and a brain like stimulators, and he goes to physical therapy 2 to 3 times a week, and he just works really hard in keeping going because he knows that slow progression, just like dementia. He's really keeping active as much as possible. And for some, 7 years is like the end of the disease and people die. Same thing with dementia. The more active you are, the longer you can stay alive. The, more sedentary you are and the less you do, it can kind of take your life quicker. So taking care of yourself as you age, we got to think about cognitive or brain activity, physical health and exercise, diet and nutrition, and social engagement. We are not supposed to be by ourselves all the time. And a lot of times what happens with those with dementia is they become reclusive because it's so hard to keep track of conversations, and other Alzheimer's classes, we teach that they just can't keep track of that. But it's still very important to keep engaged with other people to decrease the chance of it taking your life sooner.